Alright, in this video we're just going to look at the standard user interface for Photoshop, just so you can have an understanding of the basic layout. Again, if you are familiar with other Adobe applications like Illustrator, you should see some similarities, some subtle differences. So starting off here, I've set up a document already. What you'll see in the center is what is called the canvas. Okay, so difference there right off the bat. If you are used to Illustrator, the area in which you intend to create in Illustrator is called an artboard, where by default Photoshop has a canvas. So if you think of it as an artboard or a canvas, artboard is kind of like a general area on a big desk that you want to work on, whereas by default Photoshop is like a canvas. So if you think of a canvas that you paint on, it's on an easel. Things around the canvas are essentially non-existent. So you cannot place things around the canvas in Illustrator and actually see it like you can in Illustrator. So that's one difference there. You can create artboards in Photoshop, but that would be for another video. Right now we're just looking at the interface. So again, canvas in the middle, workspace is around the canvas. By default, you will not see the rulers in Photoshop, but if you hit Control R, you can see the rulers there. Those are good to create guides and just to know the general dimensions of the canvas or work area. On the left you have your tools. Okay, you may see something more like this where it's collapsed, but you can expand that and see your tools. Just above that you will see your document tab. This will reflect that you can actually have multiple documents open, just like you can in Illustrator. Okay, above that you have your command or control bar. So above here you will see that the command or control bar changes based on the tool that you select. So just keep that in mind. You have different things that you can adjust there. Above that, which is cut off in this video, but you have your menu bar. So that's where it says File, Edit, Image, Layer, Type, all of that. You can find, I'm under File right now, you can see, you can go almost the long way around. Everything that you need to access in Photoshop can be found in the menu bar. It just may not be the most efficient way. So the menu bar is the tried and true, where it might be a little bit longer, but you can find what you need to work with there. On the right side you have your panels. Okay, your panels can be moved, they can be manipulated, they can be adjusted. By default, let's see if I can reset essentials. This is probably what you see, something similar. The layout might be slightly different based on the screen that you are working on. Good things to know. It's always good to see your layers and properties, just like in Illustrator. But as I stated, you can move these things around. They're really just a compilation of floating windows that you can adjust. So you can move these things around to suit your needs. But at the end of the day, it's important to at least see your layers and properties, as those are things that you constantly need to adjust and manipulate. So with that kind of sums up the user interface of Photoshop. One thing that I would have an understanding on how to do is resetting things, and that is under, you can see there's an icon here. You can also go to a window in Workspace and you can reset your user interface or your workspace. You can also see that there are other ones that you may want to explore depending on what you're trying to do. I think Essentials does the trick just fine for what we're going to do in here, but you may want to try others, and that's okay. And again, Window, Workspace, Reset. Sorry, jumping around here. Window, Workspace, Reset. Or if you go to your right, you can reset from here as well. So let's say you accidentally get rid of your color panel and you close it out and you don't know where to get it, you can always go here and reset and it'll come back. That is one way. So yeah, and just that is the user interface or work area in Adobe Photoshop.